Hey guys, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you're doing well. Back with another installment for you. And before we get into today's installment, I'll just say what we do on this channel. It's basically the practice of coding numbers into words and phrases. It's an old practice called Gematria. It's the sort of stuff. Yeah, these people use this craft and practice and these methods to keep you subdued in a Groundhog Day. Hence why in Jewish mysticism, the common belief through the Book of Formation, which is the Jewish Bible, is that when God merged the letter, the sound, and the number, the world was created. Yeah, but as I said, we'll get back around to all of that anyway. But again, so A is 1, which is basically using your alphabet. A is 1, C is 26, forward and backwards. A is 26, Z is 1, and then forward and backwards with the rules of bringing double digits down to a single digit. Be sure to check out Gematria Effect News, Jacozy Truth, and all affiliated channels, as I always leave stuff in the description and in the comments. As I say, this channel is more so for those that have a little bit of know-how with the knowledge already and can just come here and just digest, but obviously new people do come to this channel as well. But as I say, it's really easy. It's as easy as ABC 1, 2, 3. And as I say, you went to elementary school but you didn't get taught any alchemy. You don't understand about frequency and vibration and signs and symbolism and etc, etc, you know. So let's get into this. So here we have Ariana Grande, just the same one that was in the Manchester bombings propaganda by yours truly, her higher upper echelons. Yeah, so here she is. This is for her new single that came out recently. I just discovered it yesterday. Haven't listened to it, and I wouldn't listen to it and won't. But something just popped up and I was like, I saw this picture and then I realized you made a song called NASA, so I was just checking it out, hence why I'm making this video. So let's get into this. Oh, and please note, Orange 33, NASA also 33 in Jewish cipher, because you have other ciphers outside the base 4 with English ordinal, forward and backwards, etc. Septenary Jewish. Anyway, just hop over to gematria.com and check out the other affiliated channels, as I said, and you'll get up to speed in no time. And please note quickly before we move on, this has got an organic side to it as well, which is very, very interesting in itself. But as I say, through this method, what these guys are using, they can basically play God over you, which they have been doing for a while. So this runs through all your history, media, music, news, you know, the whole nine. Okay, so anyway, notice that this came out on February 8th, 2/8, NASA equals 28. And I think this was from her main album, Thank You Next. But anyway, at the song actual release, I think, off the album, when it went into the charts, whatever, after the album release, I think it was 23rd of January, is your 223, Skull and Bones, Kabbalah, etc. Yale University. Anyway, remember that it's not that they own the numbers, but their intention behind the numbers. And then if you're susceptible to not even know what's going on and you don't even understand law of attraction, and then they just do their themes and tropes, you know, to mark particular things in history, and you know, things with the stars, where the stars and the moon is, and you don't realize it. Or then, you know, you're happy there at your sports game, but you don't even realize the sports game that you're at has everything to do with what I'm talking about right now. Do you know what I mean? The littlest things that you would not think has to do with it has to do with it. Has everything to do with it. Okay, so she was born 26th of June in 1993. You know, Saturn 93, Saturn the only wandering star in Gematria that equals 93, hence why again with all their Saturn and cube worship to keep you in Groundhog Day, because Saturn's the keeper of time as well as the actual sun that gives, you know, heat, is also a keeper of time, but also so is Saturn, probably the master of time. But yeah, that's why they tell you the sun's 93 million miles away when really the sun's just there, as is the moon, not that far away. It's like they're just there. Yeah, 3 to 4,000 miles maybe, I don't know, but it's not that far. The corpuscular rays through the clouds and other things clearly show you this. You can pinpoint and triangulate. And Aleister Crowley, 93. It will make you understand Hollywood much more, your media, and why the music is just it's just such trash and garbage. If you really, really see or listen and take in what you're actually listening to, or your children. So take heed, be careful. And NASA was established in 1958 on the 29th of January, yeah, 29th. So it's used on the 26th of June, then on the 29th of July, and the song came out in February, yeah, off the back of the album 2/8, and then 2/23, 23rd of February and the 8th of February. Okay, NASA 17. Oh, sorry, 28. Sorry, I had something else before and then it was going a bit more 17 and then I realized something. Sorry, dismiss that. NASA 28, yeah? This is your February 2/8. Sorry, because I had to move around some of the pictures because I'd done a tiniest little mistake. So sorry. Oh, here we go now. So, from the album release with this song on it to Ariana's birthday is 139 days. I noticed this year as well, her life lesson number is 44, space equals 44. Yeah. And it came out on the 39th day of the year, her album. Reflection of 93. Space 17, you got the top one, the day numerology. Mason 26 with a date numerology. Anyway, the main one to take home is the 44 and the 71. NASA 17. Oh, so it did actually come back. Okay. And also a note from her last birthday to the album. I know it's last year, but it's just interesting. She got the 43. Anyway, that will come back shortly. Remember, dealing with time and cycles, etc. If you write out 22 divided by 7, which goes into circumference of a circle, dealing with time, 22, oh yeah, 3.14, yeah? Anyway, goes into pi, 22 divided by 7. If you write out 22 divided by 7 in Gematria, you'll see it come up, 314, 314. Okay, in the Chaldean cipher, note that National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, equals 138 in the Chaldean cipher, which is another important cipher outside the base 4. Obviously note the 666. Anyway, without the date check, it's 138 days, yeah, from the album release to Ariana's birthday in 2019. Also a span of 4 months, 4 days, space 44. And this is, sorry, from with the single releasing off the album, I think, with the 23rd of February, yeah? Yeah, with the 23rd of February, the 223, yeah? So you got your 4 months, 4 days, space 44 and 28. Also Saturn 73, space 19, or 91, sorry. Now, from from the song, the 23rd of February, yeah? From 23rd of February to NASA's birthday, yeah? July 29th, is 22 weeks and 3 days. I know it's funny enough this year they've got the 48 life lesson number, the 48th prime is 223. Also 157 days, if you do that times 2, 157 times 2 equals 314. Also Scottish Rite 57, 5 months, 7 days. So you got your 311 on there when it came out for this song, and we're dealing with I think I got a screenshot coming up for that 311 anyway, for the Talmud 113A. Numerology of 44 when the song came out, space 44, we just spoke about this. NASA 73. Life lesson of 37. Are you seeing this? See? It's not me doing it. And then you got the span with the months, as I said, and the life lesson of 48 with the 22 days, 3 weeks, what was it? 22 weeks, 3 days, yeah. See? Perfect. Okay. And look at the classic covering of the eye. I mean, do I even have to say much? It's pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? Just unbelievable, man. We just spoke about 57 and 93. I mean, dear. And note the 21 as well. With they're on the 210th day of the year. This 21st prime is 73, as well as the 12th prime is 37. See, Saturn 21 and 73. See. Also, Ariana Grande. Her full name, Ariana Grande Batuera equals 119. All CNI 119. She's currently 25 as well. All CNI 25. Not that was a main focal point, but anyway, 119. All CNI. Saturn 119 in Francis Bacon, and obviously 21, as I said, and 93. Star of David. Okay. What is this? 139 days from my birthday to the release. I think I'm just going back over some stuff with the screenshots. Excuse me. Ah, that's why. So, because on her here, see? A Grande, A, yeah. Her last name and her first initial. 139 Freemasonry equals 139. And from the main album release, Thank You Next, it's 139 days to her birthday. See? Freemasonry 139. There's that. Remember the where is it? I'll just get it up quickly. 311 days. Anyway, on one of the dates it was 311 days remaining of the year. Probably on 8th of February or something. So, take this in if you haven't seen it before. Understand the sorcery, why and how it's used, and that it's used relentlessly every day, like a frequency getting pumped out and emitted. And think about all the gullible people, and it's 2019 and this is even more obvious than oh my god, I've been following this now for 3 years since I found Zach and others. And listen, man, and I've only been putting up uploads for the last, what, 2 months now? Since what, March 9th? Yeah? 93. Funny enough. Timing, because it was time to start. So, yeah, man. So just understand how they put pigeonhole stuff and how it's used against you every day, relentlessly. The Masonic compass kicked out at 47 degrees, 23.5 for each leg. Screenshot, pause, and remember, sharing is definitely caring. This is very easy to understand this. You can teach your child this easy peasy. They'll soak it up so fast, like a sponge. Many of the adults, I noticed that they, via the script, a lot of their mindset is, I mean, I think where this should be by already. So that's all I have to say. Should be a different paradigm, or it has the possibility to be, but at this rate, at least set your own mind free so you're not locked in their matrix when you pass over into the hereafter, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, that is essential. Okay, we're gonna get to this tetragrammaton bit coming up. Okay, so as I say, as above, so below. And G is the fourth prime. So the fourth prime is 7. Yeah. There's another. That's where you get the G and the 74 relationship, basically. Yeah. Pole star for Polaris. They live. If you haven't seen the movie or the Matrix, or even, you know, a snippet, feel free. Yeah. Don't think I really need to say too much there. Here, do I? All I know is I can definitely see. Could see before Gematria, now it's just ridiculous. Oh. So I'm just speechless. I'm not gonna lie. I just can't believe just the current state and status. Where what's going on here? It's just crazy, and it's just so blatantly obvious, especially now. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I mean, that's Alistair Crowley right there. Any patterns emerging yet? It's the guy from Pulse nightclub. As I said before, if you don't know, definitely do your research. So again, why do they use the computer and read the symbols in the matrix, or the zeros and ones, if you may? Because the script's running, and obviously they can see through this script that it's repetitive, redundant, and they can notice any slight changes that's incoming. So even from like maybe a month tomorrow to a month, to 6 months, they'll be able to dot out a probable something that may occur, just like Zach has done how many times with things that have actually come and passed, yeah, which obviously we would all like to not have even happened in the first place. Do you know what I mean? You know, half the time I'm decoding, I don't want to be right. I don't want to find what I'm finding. Jacozzi don't want to find what he's finding. You know, Zach don't want to find what he's finding. But it is what it is. So the quicker people just say, okay, this is what's going on, and stop chasing our tails and arguing with each other about much ado about nothing, or allowing yourself to be too susceptible to basically, I was going to go into say, but I don't want to sidebar too much. Objectively, it's happening to all of us, but you know, in the subjective ways, it takes its own effects also. But that's another upload. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, serious, that's just a whole nother upload. Flipping out, be it a whole nother channel just for that. Do you know what I mean? Flipping out. Anyway, tetragrammaton, the old Hebrew name used for God. Yeah. Tetragrammaton. Gematria is geometry within language. The biggest hypnosis, it seems, at the minute. Obviously, there's myriads of stuff, and it's being poured through many different facets. Yeah, how they're keeping us docile, but the one that's literally right is English. Yeah, I swear probably they're happy to get you to learn it and pay you to learn it. Maybe when you have to, take a particular job if you're from a different country, or do you know what I mean? They'd rather you lose your heritage tongue. Because remember, all your shit has a message on it. So now you're getting a whole different inception, implanted, do you know what I mean? Script and program, and you don't know what's going on. Hence why they tell you, we'll get to the ball in a minute. Anyway, so again, tetragrammaton. Yeah, Gematria is geometry within language. Here we are dealing with grammar. So tetragrammaton, keyword grammar. They talk about the word of God in scripture. They talk about, let's go down and confuse them with language. Obviously, the Bible and all the prolific religions out there, it's all remixed stuff by the same people. Ain't that some funny shit? Yeah. And you certainly have. I've said it before, it will never change. I was an early bloomer because I was thinking from early, something just isn't right. What's the something isn't right? Something isn't right. Inside and outside. It's like I could sense something trying to catch me. Trying to do its programming. Not saying it hasn't tried to catch me in certain aspects. I come here trying to get by and live and shit. But it definitely ain't caught me full 100. You're crazy. So I noticed I was catching certain people, boy. And that's very sad to see, because it's just fucking up the whole trust, loyalty, community, self-value. I mean, I could go through so much of a list right now. Wow. I could seriously go through a mega list. Wow. And especially, so yeah, 1 month. Wait, what's this now? From last year, her birthday, Ariana, to 2019 on the annual of NASA's birthday on the 29th is 1 year, 1 month, 3 days. Remember the 113 Baba M.o.r? Anyway, space 118. I mean, space 44. I saw something before in the date that was 118. Anyway. That must have been the one I'm about the date check. Let's speed back. Oh no, don't worry. I'm sure it is. I don't want to speed back or pause right now. So, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Or yeah. Ariana with the 118. Yeah, I'm sure it was 119 checked. If it's not, my bad. Anywho, remember Space 28, it came out on when? February 8th. Or her main album did anyway. She got the 73 as well. NASA 55 or 53, whatever. Thelema 35 and that. Thelema 35. Aleister Crowley, etc. NASA 210. Yeah, the date they're established on leaves 210 days of the year. NASA in Sumerian equals 210, and that's a very important cipher. Yeah, the name of her song, Ariana Grande, NASA equals 304. Oh, the song, Ariana Grande, NASA equals 3 minutes 4 seconds. What do you know? See, I'm not doing this. I didn't birth her. I didn't make the date when the song comes out. I didn't, you know what I mean? Shit. Oh, look. 304. We just saw that, yeah? Now, look. 34 days between her birthday and NASA's birthday. Now, that's some funny shit right there. Date check with the 4 months, 4 days. And also, look. Hold on. Ah, yes, because I was double checking something. Okay, so here we are. So, as well as it being 34 days span, with her song, it's 4 months to her birthday from the 23rd of February, when they took off the single from the album and must have put it into the charts. From that day to her birthday, it's 4 months, 3 days. See? Also note the 242 days, because it's very like womany in that as well. Her, I think where she's just how she's the persona that an image that she's playing off in her role. Yeah, this is. You'll see something to say. Yeah, this is one small step for woman, one giant leap for womankind. So anyway, woman equals 24. So just thought it was interesting from the date release of the single, 23rd of Feb, to her birthday. Oh, sorry, from last year, her birthday, to the release of it, is 242 days. Woman equals 24, Freemasonry 42, Saturn 42. Or Freemason 42, sorry. Oh, look! That first bit equals 242. What do you know? And 208 in the base. That's quite funny. Okay, so woman 24. Also, put me on for some reason onto International Women's Day 323. Now, if you noticed earlier with the date span of when the album was released, Thank You Next, which was on the 8th of February, to going back to her last birthday, sorry, is 32 weeks and 3 days. And International Women's Day is on the 8th of March, yeah? I remember NASA 28 and that album came out on the 8th of February. Well, you can see the date span between the release of that and International Women's Day is 28 days. Okay. Now let's just quickly look at who she's, using in her song, NASA, etc. If we copy and paste clouds. Yeah, if you copy and paste clouds, who tell you, and remember, what I remember, when I was growing up, yeah, we was taught that the earth just revolves around the sun. So the earth spins, yeah, does its turn, yeah, on its own axis, whatever, and then it also orbits around the sun, yeah. But the sun didn't move and corkscrew through the universe, yeah. Then all of a sudden, about 10-15 years ago, yeah, they started coming with all of this. Interesting. Now, isn't that interesting how they add to their lie and just make it more crazy? Like, think about that. They add to the lie. Look at this. When do clouds copy and paste themselves? And I didn't get it up, but if you can find it on one of the NASA official pictures, they write sex in the clouds. Yeah, it's upside down. You have to rotate the earth. Yeah, there's a lot of sex magic going on here, or dark tantra sex magic. Hence why the Vesica Pisces, the womb of the universe, is used with the what is that? That's the shape of the American football. Anyway, they talk about all the satellites. Remember, what have you noticed already? Yeah? What have you noticed? I'll say it in a second for those still skeptical and on the fence. Or not even on the fence, they're just fully like, oh no, I've not even got time for anything other than what I've been already told and indoctrinated in. For the imagination, so to speak. And you lot are just aiding the buffoonery. So again, all these satellites and junk and all this stuff. So hold on, where has it just vanished to? Oh, it's vanished. Oh, wait. All these pictures are CGI. Oh, wow. Oh, ain't that some shit? Please find me some real pictures. They get how much taxpayers a day? The European Space Agency gets how many? 3 million probably. You got NASA gets 60 mil a day taxpayers. You've got fucking Elon Musk. He's already told you. If you can even see him in some special, I don't know, some legal thing. So he's talking to some judge about giving over all of their, I can't remember what it is. But basically all the technical shit that they do, it's all, going through the government. That's my point. Yeah. Again, you can tell it's real because it looks so fake. That's coming from the man himself, Elon Musk, when he pretended to put his ridiculous pretend car in space. And then they brought out the Rocket Man film. Oh man, that just came out as well. Jesus, ridiculous. I mean, and how many satellites? What is that? 8,000? You got space junk as well. This is ridiculous. Look, still cartoons. What is this? Cartoon Network? Or is this somebody or people that's supposed to get how much money? And be coming with tech and showing you what they're doing with the tech. That's what I'm supposed to say. You know what I mean? They pretend to go to space. They mock you and make you think that, you're living in some crazy unstable place, that the creator, the source, whoever it may be, obviously your higher self or whatever you want to look at it, in the end result or part of you. My point is that you're going to make something unstable. Think about a bird. Is a bird going to make an unstable nest in some crazy spot? Think about that. Think about some of the birds that make some of these nests in some amazing places, but that's secure. You understand? You know what I'm saying, yeah? The creator is not going to make something on some crazy foundation and wobbling and doing all these crazy motions, 1,000 miles an hour, spinning, orbiting at 66.6 thousand miles an hour, following the sun on the arm of the Milky Way at 550,000 miles an hour. Really? Huh. So again, simple. Toroidal fields, electromagnetism, whether it's infinite plane, I don't know. I'm not sure. If we're just like in a pond or in a toroidal field court, I don't know. But it's highly possible that we are, because I would go more so to that than what they've tried to catch me with, and how many gazillion other people. What's annoying is that those that like to be instrumental in aiding it. That's what's crazy to me. Like, wow, that's crazy. So what does that make them think of you then, as a person or as a being? Less than expendable? Flipping out. Remember, your heart chakra is green. Earth's green. Earth's an anagram for, heart's an anagram for Earth. 12 petals, 12 disciples, 12, the zodiac and all that stuff. 12 hours a day. Yeah. And then your throat chakra's blue. It's going to the sky. And then we'll pass your third eye. We'll go to the crown. That's your antenna part. Yeah. Outside of you, back to the heavens. So you see what's happening here? To save the 144,000. Really, nobody's coming to save you. It's for you to find your own inner heaven and understand who, what, why, and where you are. That's it. Get self-aware. Don't worry about them with their smartphone and what they're going to be doing to get self-aware and computers and all that shit. Motherfucker, you need to get self-aware. Yeah? Self-aware. Right. That's the end. Wholeness, spread love and light. And flat mother love in power.